Okay, let's do it anyway. So I'm laying here reviewing some of my comments, and I get it that I don't even know what the hell this means. Too much MSM. What is that? You are what's wrong with this country. And then this one says January 6th was not an insurrection. The proof is in all the CCTV footage and Democrats tried to suppress. Trump did not even ever support insurrection or violence. If you want to see a perfect example of an actual insurrection, CHOP/CHAZ. I don't know what that means, if that's supposed to be a link. But it's saying that was an insurrection, where heavily armed people seized, occupied, fenced off, and secured 6 blocks of Capitol Hill. They have heavily armed sentry guards, sentry guarding its borders, and set up a tower where they checked IDs of anyone wanting to enter or leave. Democrats argued this was a peaceful protest. I will vote for Trump like everybody else. Adam Schiff is a liar and a disgrace to this country and all of its citizens. Now that we agree on. Absolutely. You get a star for that one, buddy, and a thumbs up. Yes. Okay, up here, flip-flop trucking. Trump has never been charged with insurrection. LOL, ha ha ha, you're not very smart. Tell us you watch mainstream media without telling us you watch mainstream media. Totally gaslighting. Trump, they all gaslight. This one says Trump 2024. This one says you should seek professional help, lady. They may be able to help you cope with 2 skeleton bones. And then this one here, with all these numbers that say MRA. No one has been tried or convicted for insurrection. I'm not going to read any more after this because they kind of all say the same thing. Number 2, President Trump hasn't been convicted of anything in regards to, it says 1/6, but that's January 6th. Number 3, 1/6 or January 6th trials have been a sham. They've been shown to be more on the power of the government and media and less on the activities of the people. You get a star and a thumbs up. Bam. Because that, number 3, or not the first part of number 3. Well, you know what? Yeah, the whole number 3. I'll give you that. Okay, and then the rest are saying, okay. And this one came in 2 minutes ago. First name 6208 says, great, who's next? But this is referring to another video, not Trump. The video that refers to Trump is where I said this Adam Schiff video. Trump can't be certified as president by Congress. The answer is okay. So then this one says insurrectionist. LOL. Get out of your cave or circle. LOL. I don't have a circle. There's no such thing as living in a cave. All right. So I'm just going to click on the video. I'm not going to play the video.
Same question to you. Would you certify the election if Donald...
Oh, the likes are up. The responses are 150. But the answer is no. This is what I wrote. Trump can't be certified as president by Congress. The answer is no. Now, here's the issue. That January 6th committee was made of Republican and Democrat Congress people. They asked Jim Jordan if he wanted to be on it. He said no. And somebody else wanted to be on it. And they said, hell no. So here's the issue. And here's the problem. There is no, excuse me, I had to yarn. There is no conviction for insurrection by the police. The conviction for insurrection was by Congress. Even if you don't agree with the January 6th, most of you people who are supporting Trump and most people supporting Biden didn't even watch it. I watched enough of it so that I can know what was going on, who was doing the testifying, how are they saying that Trump committed an insurrection. Because I wanted to know what were they saying was an insurrection? Were they just using his statements that he made on TV, which is enough, or was there some additional information? And there was additional information. Enrique Torrio is in prison for conspiracy sedition for planning to commit the insurrection. He was nowhere around, and he got 22 years, the highest sentence out of everybody. The reason I mention him is not only is he the only one that looks black that got the most sentence, even though he has a Hispanic name, Trump doesn't distinguish between the two. People of color. But his planning it is what led him in the prison. I remember doing a video and I was like, why is he standing there with these people when clearly he's being watched? Like, you don't know that you're not being watched? All of them. They were in a garage and they were planning the insurrection. And then the FBI and the other guy, I forget his name, it's another black Republican, they all came out against Trump. And because you guys aren't watching it, you don't know this. So even if you don't believe it, and I understand you're supporting Trump because you all don't believe in the government, and, you know, the government is corrupt as hell, and they are corrupt as hell. Supporting another person in government that's corrupt as hell is going to give you the same results. But that's not what I came on here to talk about. Because I actually supported somebody who's corrupt as hell to get rid of Trump. And now I don't want Biden. So now egg on my face. Because I thought the Democratic Party would put someone else up, and I would vote for that person to get rid of Biden. But they're not. So egg on my face. And I'm running for president anyway. So, you know, at least I'm trying to do something about it. Okay, so here's the thing with the insurrection. No conviction is necessary when Congress is enforcing and have found him guilty of not just insurrection, but insurrection, rebellion, inciting violence, all the things that you cannot do once you take an oath to uphold the Constitution. And that's the part you guys are missing. And that's why the Supreme Court is dancing around their tongues, because all of them on the Supreme Court knows that they cannot tell Colorado that they can't keep Trump off the ballot. Even if they say that, which would be foolish on their part, because then the United States Supreme Court themselves would be supporting an insurrectionist or somebody who rebelled against the process of swearing in Joe Biden. I don't think you guys realize the importance of that. These people stopped that process. There was a procedure going on in the Capitol, and they stopped it. Whether some of them were there to protest or not, the ones who were there for protest, they should have turned around and left. But they didn't leave. They entered the goddamn Capitol. So come on, y'all. I know you want Trump, but you got to want the Constitution more than you want Trump. Because if you want Trump more than you want the United States Constitution, then that sends us back to the Wild Wild West. That means none of it is valid. And you people that support Trump, you think you all are the only ones that can be violent, and you're not. I told y'all before in my video about 2 years ago, stop being violent. Go out and vote for who you want. And if Trump is who you want, fine. Now, you're putting up somebody to run that's been disqualified. You are voting for somebody for president who is disqualified. So even though Katie and Adam and Barbara and forget the other guy's name, because he's Republican anyway, even though these people are saying, oh, yes, we have to do it, we have to certify, they can't, because there's going to be people in Congress that are going to say, Trump, you can't be the president. And by default, that means Biden's going to win. He's not going to be sworn in. And that's the part that you guys aren't looking at. And that's what the Supreme Court is trying to do. They're trying to kick it back and say, let him be on the ballot. But then he's not going to get the electoral colleges from Colorado because they've already made a decision. And that's why Trump is asking the Supreme Court, you make the decision. You tell them that not only can I be on the ballot, but you, United States Supreme Court, make the decision that I am a valid candidate and I am supposed to have my electoral college votes. The United States Supreme Court does not have any jurisdiction over who Colorado gives their electoral college votes to. Do you guys understand that now? And so even though you don't like the January 6th report where the Democrats and Republicans convicted him of rebellion, inciting an insurrection against the Capitol, and in some places, insurrection attacking the officers. Even though you guys don't like it, you should not be taking and putting up Donald Trump when you know in advance that he has been disqualified, and Congress, these people are just 3 people on Congress. I don't think, Barbara Lee is still there. The only person that's not in Congress right now is the Republican. He's running for Congress. And then with Congress and the Senate, there are going to be Republican senators that are not going to go against the United States Constitution and vote for Trump. The Electoral College votes are not going to follow him. And that's what y'all need to understand. All right, maybe I'll explain it in a video. This one is 12 and a half minutes long. Maybe I'll try to put it in a shorter video, but trying to say shorter and trying to say it faster so that you guys can listen to it. If you don't want to listen to the video, that's on you. But the reality is Trump cannot be president, because if the Supreme Court does say, okay, put him on the ballot, and you guys vote for somebody that you already know has been disqualified by Colorado, the United States Supreme Court can't make Colorado give Trump those electoral votes. Do you understand that? They can't order them to give the votes, the Electoral College votes, to Trump. So what'll happen is he'll go back on the ballot, being disqualified. Because that's all this hearing is about. Can he go on the ballot or can't? They're not going to reverse that Colorado said he's disqualified. And that's what some of y'all don't understand, because you're waiting for a criminal conviction, and there is no criminal conviction. The way our government is set up is Congress makes the laws. Congress made that. It is Congress who decides. It is Congress who gave authorization for the January 6th commission. The commission found him guilty, and that is it. Stop waiting for the police to arrest Donald Trump, because a president has immunity. And y'all out there supporting Donald Trump, and you don't even know the basic standards of how the court works. The 3 separate branches. The United States Supreme Court is a reviewing court, the highest reviewing court, but they do not make laws. They do not make policy and procedures. Now, some of their decisions are said that, oh, well, their decision changed, and so they make laws. But Congress is over the United States Supreme Court, and they already said he did this. They a year showing that goddamn January 6th commission bullshit on TV every day. They're not going to go back against that. And the last thing I'm going to say is there's a separation of powers. The United States Supreme Court cannot overrule what the Congress found and tried and found Trump guilty of. If Trump wanted to be there, he should have showed his ass up. He decided not to do it and run away because he didn't want to answer the questions. All right, I'm really going to go because now it's 15 minutes. And, you know, you guys only watch two minutes of a video. And that's why. You're like little kids. You listen for 2 minutes and then you tap out. So you don't hear the rest of what happened. Have a good day. But he will not be the president. If he is, you know what's going to happen? You're going to make somebody shoot and kill Trump. But you're continuing to support him. Okay? Don't believe me. Because everything I said in my videos over the last 2 years have come true. I'm telling you somebody's going to shoot the shit out of Trump and kill him. Because you people insist on supporting him, and that's fine. But there are more people that are crazy about our democracy and I shouldn't even say they're crazy. I mean, they're staunch believers in the United States Constitution. They're staunch believers in that no one man can keep getting away with crimes. That's your guy. And if you want to keep letting him get away with stuff, and if you want to keep giving him your money while you lose your car, your apartment, your job, because he doing what he doing and Biden's doing what Biden is doing, it ain't helping nobody like us. It's not helping the average man. So go ahead and put them on there. And I'm telling you, somebody, and they're not going to be mentally ill. Y'all think everybody that shoots somebody is mentally ill. No, they're just frustrated. They're just tired of the bullshit, like this hearing, like this review by this court, United States Supreme Court, like this fool here, talk about she going to certify Trump. I think she lying her ass off. All of them standing up there lying. Ain't there one of these motherfuckers going to support Trump, whoever gets in to be in the Senate. That is insane. She's in the House of Representatives running for the seat that what's the Dianne Feinstein had. And Busher-Combs already in the Senate, Adam Schiff, and Barbara is in the House or Senate. They just running to replace and get that Senate seat because that's a high seat in a good area. So, all right, I got to go. I said I was going to go at 14 and a half minutes, and now it's 3 minutes more. Have a good day if you can. But the insurrection, he's been found guilty of it by Congress. Okay? I'm going to make that the title.